Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Comic-Con Africa, and today we are going to be chatting to the GES team. They are the right hand of Comic-Con Cosplay. I know they helped me a hell of a lot. So just a little introduction of GES. So Leon started the company in 2012 as a hobby, and it started off focusing on every aspect of the geek culture, and it quickly grew into the local scenes as something different. There have been many team members over the years who have helped GES grow to where they are today, and each person has brought in their unique passion of geek culture, and some of them have moved into the different aspects of pop culture and are helping our community grow more and more. So GES then started to move into the local cosplay scene in 2014, and this is what the team is going to be talking about today, as well as telling us a lot more about themselves, so we can get to know them on more of a personal level instead of always the business side of things. So we're going to start with Leon, who is the owner and editor of GES. Wave, Leon.
Hello.
So Leon, your passion started for geek culture when you got your first PC as a child.
Yeah, so it was very young. I was very fortunate to be one of probably the first people that had a home computer in my hometown. And played games on floppy disks that you had to boot up, had to teach myself how to do some commands, and it just grew stronger from there.
Oh, awesome. So you also told me that you absolutely love comics and science fiction movies. What about, because I mean, those, they kind of link together, but they're also very different.
Yeah, so I think every person in our generation that fell in love with games kind of had the love for sci-fi movies as well. You know, I don't think you get a gamer that doesn't like some form of Star Trek or Star Wars or, you know, the superhero movies even. And comics also in the 90s, you know, one of the local houses got the rights to publish some Marvel comics and DC comics. And I started reading X-Men, and I just got hooked. And for a time being, you know, life goes on, you grow up a bit, and I fell out of it. But then in 2005, I discovered Smallville Comics, who the local community should know and love. And I became good friends with Joe, and my passion just grew and exploded back into my life.
That's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty happy you got back into it. I think I might be in trouble if you hadn't. Then next is Dennis. He is also the owner and founder of GES. So Dennis, when did you join the company?
So I actually joined 3 years ago now. So I landed up working at the same place as Leon, being an IT company, and I've always had a passion for games since I was a kid. I got my first PlayStation when I was 7. I obviously had consoles before that, so I've always had this passion for gaming. And when I joined the company, I found out that Leon actually had GES going, and he had it going for a while already. So I just approached him and I said, "So, you deal in games?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to write a review?" So I was like, "Yeah, give me a chance." Gave me a chance, and 3 years later, here we are, more involved and more loved than ever.
Awesome. I love that. It's always taking that leap of faith and knowing that that person's just the right fit. I love that. That's how I got into events as well. Someone took a huge leap of faith.
It's awesome.
And Jade, you are our GES Cosplay Administrator, and I know I absolutely love working with you. So tell us, how did you get started on the like admin side of things? I know you enjoy cosplay yourself, but what made you choose to get into behind the scenes?
So in 2017, I think it was, I was helping out the current cosplay head in GES, which was Linda Yeager, and she used to run all the comps, and she actually built the whole groundwork for the competitions we use today. And I offered up my assistance because I was quite friendly with her, and I'm very good with databases because of the fact that I'm a GIS administrator as well. So we work with massive databases. So I asked her if I could assist her in any way, and she asked me to help set databases, and I've been here ever since.
Oh, and are you still enjoying it as much as you did in the beginning?
Yes, I am.
Is that a political answer because we've got Leon and Dennis here?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely different from what the databases and that I'm used to, and I found out that I'm actually better at running cosplay comps than I am at cosplaying itself. So it's actually quite a passion now of mine.
Okay, well, that's pretty cool. So, Leon, back to you. Why did you decide to start going into cosplay competitions and move away from sort of the gaming elements?
So it's quite an interesting story. So one of our writers in the beginning was a cosplayer himself, and he came up with this idea of doing a cosplay of the month. And we decided to focus just on local cosplayers, to provide a scene where local cosplayers can get known. So it really put us onto the map in the local scene, not just as a game review website, but, as someone that wants to get involved and grow the community. So then I think it was about 2016, if I'm correct, that Legion Inc. actually approached us, and they asked if Linda could be a judge. And I said, that's sure, that's awesome. So they ran the Rage cosplay contest, and Linda was judging with them. And then the following year, GeekFest approached us and they said, would you like to run our cosplay contest? And we're like, okay, that's interesting. And we thought, yeah, we can give it a go. And yeah, it grew from there. That same year, we were asked to run the cosplay for Rage in conjunction with Legion Inc. And then Legion Inc. said, they don't have the capacity to run the contest anymore. Will we take over? We took over, and yeah, that was it. It just grew, and we kept building on the contest to make it something where we can build our local cosplayers to be ready for the global stage.
Well, that's awesome. You guys have done a phenomenal job. I know, especially with the Comic-Con team, you've helped us get to become international winners, which is really cool. So we can prove everybody else wrong.
No, definitely. And I think that was probably one of our biggest challenges, was when I was approached by Comic-Con to ask if we can assist. We knew we were starting to play on a bigger scene. We had to improve things and bump things up quite a bit. And I think that's where Jade comes in. She really did a lot of research and helped us to produce this caliber of cosplay winners.
For sure.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. So how big is the GES team? Because I only know the three of you and Linda.
Sure. So yeah, there's multiple answers to this. So we've got what we call like a little family of people that helped me in the beginning to start this up. They're not really that involved anymore, but they'll always be a part of the family. So that includes Linda, who employed Jade. So Linda she'll give her advice now and then, if we've got something to discuss. But yeah, she's not that active anymore. Then my wife also used to be very involved, but now also it's more on advice and helping me when I need it. So currently active, we've got about 6 people, which is the 3 of us. It's Gert, who runs our hardware side, and Carl, who's a reviewer, and we've got Warren, who's another reviewer. Okay. Then over the years, we've also had people who are like part-time team members, like Zaid. Everyone should know who Zaid is. So, they'll write something for us when they have the gap or have the chance. But they also focused on growing their own brands and their own company.
Okay. And do you have a favorite section within or department within GES?
Geez, that is tough.
Don't worry, we're just talking about cosplay here.
Yeah. The answer's obvious.
Hey?
The answer's obvious. Cosplay, bro.
My passion has always been comics, so I'm a bit biased there. But yes, I do get very excited when cosplayers cosplay some of my favorite characters. I go bonkers.
And who are your favorite characters?
So Thor, Wolverine, Superman, and Silver Surfer.
Oh, nice. That's quite a broad. That's good. I like that. So I found out this week of Superman that his favorite meal is actually beef bourguignon. Did anyone else know that?
Why?
No, I didn't know that. Yeah. What?
It's the most random thing. I was Googling pop culture foods or something like that, and then it popped up that's Superman's favorite meal.
I've got a Kryptonian tattoo on my arm.
Oh, that's cool. Do you know what it says?
Yeah, it says be a superhero. And last year at Comic-Con, I got a Silver Surfer on that inner bicep.
Oh, that's very cool. I wish I could have got my tattoo. That was the plan, and then sort of ran out of time. So, Dennis, okay.
Yep.
On your side, okay, so you've told us you've been at GES, but we know that you love tech and gaming. So,
correct.
What's your favorite part within that? Do you have a favorite game? Tell us more.
Yeah, so my favorite game at the moment is Fortnite. No, I'm kidding. Just trigger like half a community. My favorite game of all time would have to be Hercules on PS1. Only because it's my first real memory of gaming. I got my PlayStation on my 7th birthday, my PS1, and we had my whole family over and everyone was taking turns. Obviously, everyone in my family was new to gaming at that time. So everyone was having turns at this Hercules game, obviously based on the animation, the Disney animation. Mm-hmm. And yeah, still to this day, it remains my favorite game. But I've also seen that from that, I've been drawn to particular types of games when it comes to stories. And yeah, my passion really grew for the games that are very closely linked to Disney, which sounds weird, which I don't think anyone here actually knows about. But yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
I'm gonna look at you in a different way.
Yeah, look at this Disney boy.
So what games are you actually playing at the moment?
So at the moment, I'm single player games. I'm busy with Detroit. I'm playing a whole bunch of Disney games that's available on Xbox Game Pass with my son, which is awesome, passing down those kind of memories. He doesn't want me to help him. He plays by himself. And then when he does ask for my help, he like tells me to move so he can do it. So I don't know, kids. And then I mostly play competitive games such as Fortnite. I play Rainbow Six Siege a lot, Valorant, trying to get into CSGO, but I suck. But yeah, I really dig the first-person shooter vibe. It's my type again.
And then the big question: PlayStation or Xbox?
PC.
Come on.
I think PlayStation, hey.
Yeah, PlayStation all the way. all the way. That's a Henry Cavill meme. Have you not seen that? They asked him that in an interview. They asked him for The Witcher. They asked him PlayStation or Xbox, and he said PC. It was a meme for months.
Well, we might just turn you into a meme now.
Oh no.
Okay, so Jade, how long have you been cosplaying?
I think 2014 was when I started. It's actually quite weird how I got into it. So I was studying anthropology as my honors major, and one of the topics was gender roles within different communities. So I selected gender roles within the nerd community with my goal to look at why male gamers actually mainly pick PC female avatars. So my goal. So I ended up going to Anime Works, which is now the Nexus, to speak to the people there because they would have a vast gaming knowledge. And I met a lady called Cindy. Her cosplay name is actually Kazzy Bunny, and she does, I think she's into makeup now, makeup artist. And she introduced me to cosplay. So I just changed my whole report to gender roles within the cosplay community. And then she encouraged me to cosplay. So I gave it a shot that year. My first ever cosplay was number 3 from Codename Kids Next Door. And I've been ever since. But thanks to Kazzy Bunny, who actually got me into the whole cosplay thing just because of a report I was doing for university.
So I've got a question. How did you go from anthropology to where you are now?
It's going to come off as bragging, but it really isn't. I actually did 4 degrees in the space of 5 years. So I've got a massive amount of knowledge. So one of my degrees is actually geographic information systems. So that's what I do for a day job. And one of the main backing with that is massive databases. And that kind of led me into the cosplay thing.
Oh my goodness. So what are your 4 degrees?
I've got a BA Geography, BA Honours Anthropology, BA Geographic Information Systems, and a BA Remote Sensing.
Holy cow. It's like, I didn't even finish varsity.
I can't even finish a game. I can't even finish a game.
Very stupid.
It was everybody out there, don't do that to yourself. I'm not going to lie, it put me into hospital about 3 times. I ended up in hospital throughout my varsity career due to stress-related things. So don't do that. Not trying to take it slow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think I don't know. What are your, Leon, Dennis, have you studied as much as that?
Not
I
as
didn't even
much.
study a quarter of that. What is studying? Where did you guys get this word from? No chance. That's impressive. I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
And humble about it too. Nice.
Yeah, it's like, but I don't recommend it to people not to do that. Just take a break, guys. Don't try and do that.
Yeah.
And stand up against your lecturers if they tell your lecturers, no, you can't do an honours in 6 months. It's not doable, guys.
Well, Mariska's looking to do her honours next year. I said good luck.
Good luck to Mariska. Sure, she'll do better than I did.
Yeah. I feel very dwarf right now. Okay. Let's move on. So, okay. What has been the favorite cosplay that you've ever dressed as?
Oh, That would probably have to be my Melina from Mortal Kombat 10. It was also my comfortable cosplay, but I actually did the full prosthetics for all her teeth on the outside and things like that. It was very uncomfortable, and people thought I was being mean because I couldn't smile because of this prosthetics and that. But that was definitely one of my favorite. And then I also got to meet one of my close friends, Steve, because of that, because he joined me cosplay Cyrax, and we did a whole skit together and that. So I actually met one of my very close friends because of that cosplay as well.
Oh, nice. And then do you prefer like the normal cosplay competitions or the skit side of it?
Bit of both. I also dance a lot. I'm learning how to be a dancer kind of now, mainly burlesque and pole dancing. So I love performing. So I do love the skit side of it, but the crafting side is like a whole nother skill level. And I've got mad respect for the people that can do those massive crafting projects that they do. All those intricate details and the amount of hours they put into those.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I'm terrible when it comes to those types of things. My gran taught me how to make a strap shirt with a sewing machine, I think, when I was 10, and I never touched it again because the needle went straight through my finger. So I was like, no. Okay, so let's get into the questions about Comic-Con Africa Virtual Championship. Okay, then one of the rules that I know brought up a few comments after the champs last year, and it's about 3D printing. So, Jade, would you mind giving us a detailed description of what the rule is for 3D printing and entering the cosplay champs?
Okay, so we do accept 3D printing as part of it because it is becoming a massive part of the cosplay community, and a lot of cosplayers are doing wonderful things with it. So it basically depends on what level and skill level you're entering it. If you're entering under novice and intermediate, you're allowed to use pre-purchased 3D models that you can get off. Either you can purchase it from specific stores that do it, or commissioners, or for free, or for places like Thingiverse. You also don't have to 3D print it yourself. It can be 3D printed by a local company, but they cannot assemble it or paint it. That is all on the cosplay. So they can print the bits for you, and then you have to assemble it and print it yourself. We then require a certificate from that company to state that they just did the 3D printing part, but they did not assemble and paint. I know a few of the companies within the cosplay scene that does a lot of the cosplay stuff already are aware of this, and they do voluntarily send it without any problem. When you get to master's level, that's now a different story completely. You have to start modeling the 3D prints yourself. So from the very beginning, we need proof that you have actually done all the modeling from base building it up, and then you've also painted assembled. So you can't use bought, commissioned, or free 3D printed models offline. You have to do the modeling yourself, and we need proof of that.
Yeah, and I think it's important to remember as well is that rules change, to accommodate how technology changes and crafting changes. Every year people find new ways to do stuff, better, bigger, and better. And so we need to amend the rules as well. So everyone needs to read the rules, even if they read it before, to see if there's...
Love that. Okay, so is there anything else that important that you guys think you would like to share or say from your side?
No, not from my side. I think we got everything covered.
Into the cosplay contest.
That.
Enter now. Yeah, I think with the whole I can't use it because it's a bad word now, but the whole situation that's currently going on, I think a lot of people have extra time on their hands. So I'm actually quite interested to see what comes out this year through our virtual contest. I'm very excited. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I wish I could just see everything in person though. I'm so
But it's good. I think even the Comic-Con itself is going to be so interesting, to experience this virtual experience. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. We're still going to be doing casual cosplay competitions live as well. So everyone gets to dress up during those days, even while they're interacting. So yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so enough of me being weird and super for this.
Quirky.
Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I appreciate your time. Okay, so thanks so much, and we'll catch up with you guys again soon. I'm sure we'll do something again a lot closer to the show, just to run through the final schedules and everything of the Comic-Con Africa Online Cosplay Championships. Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Guys. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.